Joe met his first love at 15 years old. 21 years later, he met up with her. Here's what happened. Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I am Fugget, and that stands for the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. Guys, today I want to talk to you about Joe. All right, Joe sent me a letter and told me a little story based on my video about nostalgia and going back and not finding it on the GPS. So I wanted to share with you his story about running into his first love 21 years later and how that went. So basically I'll sum it up or you know what, I'll read the letter. All right, hey, it was actually really helpful. I just drove by my old high school and got hit hard with nostalgia. I'm 36 years old now, and it was quite a while back. It makes me sad and happy when I think about those days. It happens to me anytime I'm around a place I remember as a teenager. Those were some crazy times, and I wish some of my exes that I could go back. Okay, I wish sometimes I wish that I could go back. Well, yeah, you know, especially when you're young, you're carefree, young and fancy free, and you just, you know, loving life. And, you know, no matter how your upbringing was, you know, we all have good memories of yesterday. And, you know, some of it was good, some was bad, but, you know, I think it's a good thing that we recall the good things and we hold on to that and store that somewhere in our heads and in our hearts, and we carry it with us. And it's something we should look back on and smile and reminisce for a moment and move forward, you know, because it shaped who you are today, and it's time to make new memories, you know, go forward with your life. So let's continue. But you're right, not really the same. It isn't the same. A while back ago, about 8 years ago, I had met a girl that when I was 15, she was my first love. But when I met her again, I was excited to rekindle our past, only to find out that night we hung out that she had a drug addiction and was not the same person at all. And it crushed her. It crushed him. So, you know, he was a teenager, had this first love, and, you know, somehow, some way met up with her again. And so you can imagine he had built up this idea. I'm assuming he didn't run into her in person, because I think he would have maybe figured out that, you know, she had a drug problem. Maybe not, maybe he did meet her, but then saw maybe some of the habits or the clues that something was wrong. But, you know, that's the whole thing is, you know, time can change a person and people can change in time perhaps. But you hold on, you know, to this 15-year-old version of who this person is, and a lot of time has passed, and I'm sure, you know, he doesn't look the same either, but maybe he's evolved, maybe taking care of himself and what have you. But, you know, you're not going to see the same person that you knew. You know, time passes and a lot of things can happen in a person's life, good and bad. And that's why, you know, if it's one thing to try to keep your expectations down if you're going to meet up with somebody that you haven't seen in a while, and just see how it plays out. You know, you don't go in with these, you know, over the top expectations or that this is somehow serendipitous. You just got to take it with a grain of salt. And, you know, that's just the way it is. You know, sometimes I think when you have exes, you want to, you know, from time to time, you know, you might wonder, think about them, hear a song, or someone in your family or friends ask about them. And, you know, you ever, you know what so-and-so is doing, and, you know, maybe you haven't, you know, checked up or checked in to see what they're doing. So you might start creeping on social media, try to find out what they're up to now. Are they married? How do they look? And, sometimes they're in a better place and, are doing great in their life, and other times they're not. But at the end of the day, at some point, you two close the chapter for a reason and move forward with your lives. And a lot of things can change. And, some people do rekindle with somebody from their past and realize, hey, I've seen it a few times actually. People that got married with somebody who was like a high school sweetheart or a childhood friend, etc. And, but I don't think that that's necessarily the norm. It's the exception to the rule. So, I like to kind of look at the trends, the odds of things, and make calculated choices, take sensible chances. And I can't say I was always like that, but I've definitely become not more cynical, but I think more calculated and logical. So it's all good, but you know what? You live once. You got to get out there, take the bull by the horns, baby. So just a little shout out to good old Astro Joe. Thank you for that feedback. And guys, I love talking about anything that comes up in the chats and the comments and emails. And please keep sending them. I love talking my smack, talking to you guys, making the world a better place. Guys, have a good day.